Yo, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, and today I want to talk to you guys about a game called Golf Story. This game for Nintendo Switch is, without a doubt, one of my sleeper hits for the year. It is a game that was completely and utterly off my radar. I hadn't heard about it, I didn't even know it existed, I didn't know it was coming out. So when my friend said to me, hey, have you played Golf Story? As somebody that has absolutely zero interest in golf. No disrespect to people that like golf. I used to play golf, I used to be part of a golf club, but it's not something I have interest in anymore. I don't play sports games, I don't play FIFA, Madden, anything like that. So it's not something that I thought I was going to like. However, I am so incredibly glad that I actually gave it the time of day, because this is not your regular golf game. This is not like a sports golf game where you sit there and you have to worry about power and wind and slope and trajectory and the spin on the ball and all that kind of stuff. This is a golf RPG. Think classic SNES style RPGs plus, say, Stardew Valley plus Mario Golf, and you're roughly in the right ballpark. So in this video, I want to tell you guys what's so good about Golf Story, why you should pay attention to it, and why even if you don't like golf, you will probably enjoy this game. So if you do enjoy this, a like would be super appreciated. Trying something different on the channel this time, so let me know in the comments down below if you enjoy this kind of content and if you're playing Golf Story yourself. Also, sorry there haven't been any vlogs recently. They are coming back. Got some stuff happening in a couple of weeks, but I want to try and introduce some other content on the channel so you guys can watch some stuff when I'm not vlogging, because it's been super busy lately. Haven't had a chance to vlog. Very sorry. It will be back. So, Golf Story. What is so good about this? Well, very quickly, premise of this is you play as a character who has basically had to give up everything he holds dear, and he's got one last chance to try and prove himself as a golfer. So you wake up one morning, you say to your wife, I'm going to go off, I'm going to try and do this, I'm going to try and make myself successful, and you head off to try and become the golfer that your father was and that you kind of always knew you could be. You play the game across 8 distinctly different courses, and when I say different, I don't just mean like in a golf game where it's like slightly different laid out courses. I'm talking you'll be playing golf on the beach, in the snow, on a prehistoric style golf course where there are dinosaur bones there. You can be playing in a haunted kind of graveyard style golf course, and naturally some more traditional ones that are just on greens in fields and whatnot. The point is, every single location you go to is distinctly different from the last. Every location has a lot of different things to do. You're not just playing golf in this game. Yes, that is the core part of the game. Yes, you will be playing golf, but not always in the traditional way. Given that this is also an RPG, there will be parts where you're off interacting with NPCs, doing things for them. Maybe you'll be going off fetching items for them. You might be using your golf clubs rather irresponsibly to dig things out the ground, to find hidden treasure. You might be going and rescuing turtles, putting them back in the water so you can then fling your golf balls and bounce them off the turtle shells to then get to the holes. Point is, there's a lot of fun ways to play golf in this game. The actual golf system is one of those systems where it's quite simple, easy to pick up, fun to play with. There is a little degree of kind of mastery to it, so if you do want to sort of be as best as possible, then when you're taking your shots, you can perfectly line up the little marker, and if you do that, you do a power shot. So there is a degree of kind of mastery to it, but ultimately it is a simplified, fun, easy to pick up golf system that you can run with even if you don't necessarily enjoy the sport aspect of the game. Other cool things about this as well is that you can set up wherever you want. So even though you'll be playing on golf courses in the kind of traditional manner, you'll tee up and you'll work towards the hole. There'll also be parts where when you're roaming around the world, you can put down a golf ball anywhere and just hit your golf ball off. And this is also an important part because you'll use this to solve some of the side quests, the missions. There are even puzzles. There'll be parts where there are switches hidden around the level, and you'll need to tee up and then hit your golf ball there to activate them to then open doors, which will then lead you to other areas. And also, one of the best features, this is probably the thing that when I saw it in the trailer, sold it for me, and that is that you can just take your golf balls and throw them at things and at NPCs, and you get some rather interesting results. Now, the game itself, your typical flow is that you will enter an area, and that area, like every single one of the 8 areas, has its own unique golf course. But within the area, you also have a lot of NPCs that will need your help. Some of these are mandatory quests, some of them are side quests. You go around, you help them, ultimately you'll then lead to the kind of next part of the story. The course will unlock, you'll play that course, and you'll then move on to the next area. All the NPCs have some rather kind of interesting and funny dialogue. Some of them are somewhat questionable. I'm pretty sure the guy that runs our main golf course is a crook, and he's definitely stealing money from us, but the point is there are some funny dialogues between different characters. As you would expect from an RPG, you have your typical rival character, who in this case is this girl who has pink hair who's very, very bad at golf and always needs to make excuses as to why she's so bad. So probably not one of the worst rivals to have, given that, you know, she's not going to be beating you all the time. I imagine that's going to change later in the game, but the point is, you have your rival, you have your NPCs you work with. As you complete quests, you earn currency. You can use this currency to go and buy new golf clubs. You start off with a basic set, you get much better clubs as you go. These give you different abilities, different things like, you know, further distances you can hit, or, you know, more arc shots, different play styles that you can then adapt to different courses. You'll also earn XP as you go, and then when you level up, you can then tweak your character in a way that suits you. Now, I don't know much about golf, but I went to Twitter, and the Twitter hive mind basically informed me that spin is a rather important stat. So I've been putting a lot of points into that, but basically, when you level up in this game, you put your points into power, and then the other stats go down, so you then balance them out, and then you move those stats back up. So it's kind of like a balancing act to try and gradually increase your power without hindering all your other stats in the process. You definitely don't want to go all into power, because then your shots will be going all over the place. But you level up as you go, progress in a kind of typical RPG fashion, and you then just experience more and more of this as you go. The game does also have multiplayer, so if you guys want to go into quick play, you can basically start the game in story, but you can also go into quick play, select your match, select your rules, and then select that you want to play with 2 players, and you can then take it in turns, so you can basically play on the same system, which is really handy, because if you're out and about, you can then have a couple of quick games. Also, most of the courses are 9 holes. I don't think there are actually any 18-hole courses. I'm not quite through the whole game yet. I'm about halfway through, but I kind of got to that point where I was like, this game is so much fun, I need to tell people about it, you guys need to hear about it. So yeah, this is without a doubt one of those games that I will definitely be finishing. It's not one of those ones where I've kind of jumped in for a little bit and I'm just going to leave it on the back burner. I have every intention to finish this. It is a really, really charming game. It's one of those things that I'm so glad I actually took the time of day to check it out and download it, because if I had have gone by name alone and just thought, ha, that's another golf game, I would have missed out on an absolute gem. This is definitely one of my sleeper hits of the year. I feel like it's one of those games where if you have a Nintendo Switch, you really, really need to try this game. If you don't like golf, I don't like golf, and I love this game. So I think it's probably more important to say that if you like RPGs and you like the whole sort of exploration, side quest, gameplay loop, then that's probably enough reason to check it out, because while you will be playing a lot of golf in the game, the way that it's done, it's just a lot of fun. So it doesn't really feel like you're playing this arduous, boring sport. Instead, you're just playing like a fun mini game. So yeah. Very cool, works really nicely on handheld and docked mode. I have played most of the time on handheld mode, partly because I've just been playing it while I've been doing other stuff as well, but also because, given the kind of retro look to it, it actually looks really, really nice on handheld. It looks a little bit too big on full screen, but either way, both ways work really well. So that is, in a nutshell, what Golf Story has to offer. It is a golf game, but it's also an RPG, so if any of you guys ever played something like Mario Golf and you like that game, then this is probably going to be for you. If you like your RPGs, maybe you like Stardew Valley, maybe you like other things like that, then it's also probably worth checking out. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. This was just a really quick look at the game, some kind of initial impressions, and trying to give you guys a better idea as to what sort of stuff you can get up to. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys have had a chance to check it out. Let me know if you guys are considering checking it out. But for the time being, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little bit different. As mentioned, I want to try and give you guys something else to watch when I'm not vlogging, so there'll probably be more of this stuff on the channel, more of like other stuff, the stuff you want to see. Let me know if you guys have got game recommendations that you want me to check out. Similarly, let me know. But until next time, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys later.